What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. And Merry Christmas Eve to all of you hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing today. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. We start off with a video titled RFK Jr. puts food lobby on notice with Make America Healthy Again agenda, talking about how SNAP benefits should ban junk food eligibility, so you won't be able to buy crap with your food stamps. And then they also talk about a potential $5,000 child tax credit when you file your taxes. Of course, that's not going to affect us this upcoming year. I'm pretty sure it'd be next year, but either way, that's where we're starting. Then we got a video titled, China can make Panama Canal totally useless in time of war. President Trump was saying that we should be in control of the Panama Canal when he was live last Sunday. So I figured we'd cover this video, learn a little bit more about Panama Canal and why President Trump wants to take control of it. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, I don't even know what it is. So we're all learning this together. Then we got a video titled, Trump plans WHO exit on day one of second term, source says. This is kind of exciting. We paid a lot of attention to the WHO while we were in lockdowns, waiting to see the decisions they make for our lives. President Trump's about to pull us out of that nonsense. Then we got a video titled, How concerned should Americans be about Chinese display screens? Apparently, China makes 90% of micro display screens, so screens you see in airplanes, your car, your phone, everywhere. China makes 90% of it. I don't know why that is. Are we not smart enough to make micro screens? I don't understand, but either way, they got us in a chokehold and we need to do something about that. Then we got a video titled Psychological Terrorism, former DNC fundraiser dumps Dems after being ostracized. This is a Democrat fundraiser who raised big bucks for the DNC, and then they all turned on her as soon as she had a different opinion, waking up to the nonsense, saying that Democrats are a cult. Man, that's got to hurt them right in their little feelings. Then we got a video titled, Georgia homeowner arrested after attempting to remove squatter. We cover these squatter stories all the time. I don't know if I just put it on here to piss everybody off or what, but we got another one on the menu. Then we got a video titled, Sean Diddy Combs may be making his own food, a prison consultant says. Apparently he's using commissary and stuff and is refusing to eat the meal trays. I guess last time he was in court, he was looking thinner and a lot of people noticed it. Now, I don't think he's on a hunger strike. They're saying that he's probably scared to eat the food because it's a high potential that he could die from it. Someone could slip something bad in his food, poison him, and he'd kick the bucket before testifying. He's starting to get scared to eat the food. Then we got a follow-up video titled, Guatemalan man arrested for killing a woman by fire in New York City subway train. Just some more details coming on from that terrible event that we covered yesterday. Damn border crossers. Then we have a really interesting feel-good video of the day. It's actually a news video. It is not the usual kind of feel-good video we got, but it's a really good one. So I threw it up there. It's the feel-good video of the day titled, NORAD addresses drone fears as Santa begins Christmas Eve flight. They talk to a aerospace general and they talk about their relationship with Santa Claus and the hoops they jump through to be able to track Santa Claus and make sure that he can do his deliveries safely. Then our funny video of the day is titled, Shotguns are such a diverse platform. It's coming up next, but first, we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing on this Christmas Eve. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Turbo? What's up, TomTom? What's up, Matt? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Breeze by You? What's up, Annette? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Dan? What's up, Sam? What's up, WMM? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Breeze by You, you were first today. And I appreciate you racing to the chat and being omnipresent, Breeze by You. What's up, Sawdog? What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom. Appreciate you hooligans being here. What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? Appreciate you. What's up, Let's Go Brandon? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. What's up, True American? What's up, Tree Herder? Let me see here. Salty Ragu, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you dropping the titties in the chat. Very nice. What's up, 69 Drummer? What's up, Wayward? Happy freedom. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Patriot Dad says, Merry Christmas, hooligans. Merry Christmas, Patriot Dad. What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom to you and Merry Christmas. What's up, Rappy? Rappy, I got your card. I picked it up from the mail today. Thank you so much, Rappy. Let me see. Make sure we get everybody here. What's up, Bill Clay? What's up, Kevin? What's up, D-Cat? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom. What's up, Bobby? You hooligans were waiting on me. We were having tech problems over on the website, but I got it fixed. Should be all fixed. What's up, Bobby? If I can get y'all ready, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble. See if you can get us on the front page. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Irish? Happy freedom. What's up, Pag? And happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you, Tony Rich. Thank you for being here. And what is up, everyone over on the communism platform? What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Matt Rogers, you are truly omnipresent. Appreciate you. Salty Ragu, what are you doing over here? What's up, Let's Talk UPS? Happy freedom. What's up, JP? Happy freedom to you. What is your name? We'll go with XO. Happy freedom to you, XO. Appreciate you joining us. What's up, Critical Thinker? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, T. Lawton? What's up, Steve S? What's up, Storm? Happy freedom. What's up, Baldy Rocks? What's up, Agent O? Got a lot of hooligans over here today. What's up, DeMarquise? What's up, Gen X? Happy freedom. What's up, Yukon Man? I think we got just about everybody. What's up, Linda? Appreciate you sliding through. Hit that thumbs up over on the commie platform. Wayward and King of Dorts, appreciate you hooligans being on X. Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Nefties? Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us. WMM, did you make it to the live? I know you're having trouble with it. Did you get the thing going? We'll see here in a second. Let me see. We're going to get started on this first video here. It's an interesting one. It's titled RFK Jr. Puts Food Lobby on Notice with Make America Healthy Again Agenda. Like I said, this video is talking about SNAP benefits, banning junk food, and this is potential ideas to come. This isn't anything happening right this second. But do you think it's a good idea for SNAP benefits to ban junk food so you can't buy bullshit while you're getting food stamps? And then they're also going to be talking about 5,000 doll hairs in a child tax credit for when you go do your taxes. Again, this isn't being implemented right now. These are ideas being pitched, but we're going to see what they're talking about here. Let me get this pulled up really quick. Blue banners on everything on YouTube. All right, I'm not going to advertise t-shirts to you. Today I got on the plain Jane Jeff Mac t-shirt, but I will be dropping the link in the chat while we watch this first video. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Make America Healthy Again. Lawmakers are now targeting SNAP. They say that the USDA should prohibit junk food purchases with SNAP benefits. But some food lobbies are pushing back. This is according to reports, with Coke and Pepsi leading the way. That's where we go next with Congressman-elect from West Virginia, Riley Moore. Congressman, great to have you on the program. To me, it is a no-brainer. No junk food with taxpayer-funded money. What do you think?
Well, thank you so much for having me on. And absolutely, it's a no-brainer. There are currently 10,000 chemicals that are and ingredients allowed into our foods that are illegal in countries all over the world. And you see this where a box of, let's say, Fruit Loops here in the United States has all these different dyes and chemicals involved in it, that they make a version of that they export to markets such as Europe. But we are currently poisoning our own society, and it doesn't make any sense for us to allow people on SNAP benefits to purchase these types of items that are just going to make them more unhealthy, which, by the way, then we're going to end up paying for anyway, likely through the Medicaid process. So this just makes all the sense in the world to alleviate this and take this away and try to make America healthy again.
Congressman, thanks for joining us. I understand that you also want to increase the child tax credit, currently at $2,000, and expanding that to $5,000 to give parents everywhere some relief from the inflation we've all endured over the past several years. But I can't tell you how many daycare operators I've spoken with who tell me giving tax credits to parents is great, but it does nothing to help them as small businesses trying to keep their doors open in this country. What more can or should you be thinking about when it comes to childcare?
Well, that's a great example there. And I do have 3 young kids of my own, all of which that have gone through daycare, one currently in there. And I couldn't agree more that what we need, and I think President Trump absolutely agrees with this, and particularly Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, we need more pro-family policies put into place in this country. The tax credit certainly is just one little part of that. We want to have more pro-family policies in this country. That's certainly something that I'm going to be leaning forward on in Congress. But yes, look, daycare is wildly expensive, and it is also very difficult to operate in this country as a daycare facility, given all the costs incurred for them to be able to operate as well. So that is something that we need to take under consideration of how can we try to be more helpful to families here in this country that are trying their best. They're working. They'd like to grow their family. You know, we're trying to be a country that, as we said at the outset of all this, in the pursuit of happiness. Well, there's nothing that's going to make people more happy than being able to have a family and grow that family and be able to have disposable dollars to be able to support that family.
You know, I think it's fair to say you're kind of part of a new wave of lawmakers that represents where the Republican Party seems to be trending. But you've got some lawmakers on the other side of the aisle who are saying surprisingly aligned things with what you're saying. One of them is John Fetterman. Listen to this.
You have a singular political talent. It's undeniable. Trump. You know, he had the energy and almost a sense of fearlessness to just say all those kinds of things. And people, it's undeniable that it has an entertaining aspect. And I happen to love people that are going to vote for Trump, and they are not fascist. And also fascism, that's not a word that regular people, use.
You know, I don't think Fetterman's alone. I think he represents something on the traditionally Democratic side of America that's yearning for a middle ground that doesn't seem to exist in recent years. Is there more to the story than just John Fetterman sort of coming to the light here?
Well, look, there's a huge realignment going on right now, and that's been going on. It even predates, obviously, President Donald Trump. He was the first politician, and I would agree with this, that was able to capture that. I mean, he really spoke to the average American here. Look, the state of West Virginia up until 2014 was completely controlled, both chambers, House and Senate, by the Democrats for 83 years, wow. Right? We had total unified Democrat control till 2014. Now we voted for President Trump by over 70% here, him winning every county. And we've seen now Senator Joe Manchin now departing. There's a huge shift going on. And you were just on recently in your previous segment talking with members of the United Steelworkers. Well, the United Steelworkers is one of the unions that's actually supported me in my election because they have presence in my district. This is a totally different party than it was in the early 2000s. We are a party of the working class. I'm somebody who was part of that working class. I started my career off actually as a welder working in a mining operation. So this is a different kind of party, and I think it's going to continue to realign in that manner. John Fetterman sees that. Donald Trump sees that, and I couldn't agree more.
Well, we look forward to hearing from you as you take on your new job. Congressman-elect Riley Moore, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Mary.
Well, kind of trailed off at the end there, but I agree. I think that if you're getting SNAP benefits, if you're getting food stamps and stuff, you shouldn't be able to buy candy bars and stuff like that. You should be able to buy the necessities. Produce, bread, milk, cereal, stuff like that. Burger, chicken. Shouldn't be able to just blow it all on Doritos and dumb shit. Now taxpayers are funding it. Same thing with the $5,000 child tax credit. It sounds good, at least while we're living in this kind of economy. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about the child tax credit, why people get it, how they get it, things like that. But they said it'd be going from $2,000 to $5,000 and be able to help parents raise their kids right. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Next up, China can make the Panama Canal totally useless in a time of war. We added this onto the schedule because President Trump was talking about taking control of the canal And I don't know anything about the Panama Canal, so I figured we would throw this on the schedule and we'd get it all figured out together. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about them talking about SNAP benefits, as well as the $5,000 child tax credit, as well as Fetterman sounding like a MAGA supporter out there. Let's see, reading through here. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom. Merry Christmas to you. Matt, 100% yes. No junk food on our dime. Yeah, Matt. I don't know why people do that. I think you used to be able to buy cigarettes and stuff off food stamps. But see, that's what causes people to want to stay on food stamps. It's just being able, taxpayers funding the nonsense. It's no good. Thank you so much, Joel, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Joel. Says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Joel. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom to you. What's up, you Hill? What's up, Libby Racer? Happy freedom to you. Appeal to Evan tax credit is fine for parents. Yeah. I don't think there's a way for it to hurt us. Bobby, I might get lucky tonight. Well, good luck to you, Bobby. What's up, Space Baby? Happy freedom to you. Honey is candy. Fight me. Well, honey's good for you, though. Honey's good for you. Can you buy honey with food stamps? I don't know what all you can get with food stamps. I don't qualify, so I'm not a woman. So they won't let me. They won't let me have shit. Might be easier now. When I was younger, I was struggling. And I tried to go in there and get something. They were like, nope. You don't get shit. I was like, all right. They just kept asking me. They're like, you're not a woman, are you? No. Well, then you ain't getting nothing. Okay. What's up, Miss Jamie? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MC? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Puff and Stuff? Appreciate you sliding through. Pumpkin candy is a necessity. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's a necessity. Space Baby, I agree. Ban dangerous chemicals that's in our food. Absolutely. Everything's going to taste weird once RFK gets in there. Bobby Jr., he's going to get in there and make everything change. And we're going to be like, man, this Captain Crunch don't taste the same without the terrible chemicals in it. Told to care Uncle Fester is waking up. Yep, he is. Like I said, sounding like a Trump supporter out there. Pumpkin, don't ruin my red licorice. I wonder what it would taste like without the chemicals in it. I don't hardly eat candy. Disco Fetterman's a mess. He's been a mess. He's like a walking mud pie. What's up, Appeal to Evan? Happy freedom to you. Merry Christmas Eve. Mr. B New, I'm 46 and I like chili mac in a can. I have a problem. I don't know. I like that stuff too. I eat a lot of canned food. More than I probably should. It's the convenience that gets me. Screaming Eagle, I used to hate Fetterman. Now, I'm not so sure. I feel the same way, Screaming Eagle. I don't trust him, but at least he's entertaining. Pumpkin, I'll whine and cry, but it'll be okay. Oh, they'll provide some sort of alternative, Pumpkin. Told to care, throw on some lipstick and earrings, and bam, you're a woman. I mean, I guess if I get real hard up and I need to get some food stamps, I'll keep that in mind. What's up, Hair Juicer? Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Sam? Merry Christmas to you. I think WMM is having trouble seeing the live. There's something going on with his browser. Space Baby, I believe most of the chemicals are coloring and preservatives. Yeah. Yeah, they are. But they also put fake sugar in a lot of stuff. If they take it out, like aspartame, there's another phrase they use for fake sugar too. But if they take it out, it change the way it tastes. Now, it doesn't affect me. I haven't really been able to taste or smell anything in going on 3 years. Oh, yeah, we're right there. 3 years today. Today and tomorrow and the next day. 3 years since I've smelled or tasted anything, so it ain't going to bother me. Irish, no, I didn't get to it. It's still in my notifications. I got like 3 or 4 emails I need to get to. I didn't get to last night. But I'll check it, Irish. I'll check it after the live. What's up, Stormy? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much. I'm Witching Bad for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 10 months. You're officially a hooligan, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy Freedom to you. Patriot Operator, men don't get food stamps because men don't raise kids. I don't know about that. I know lots of men that raise kids. I know lots of good dads. J-Dog, Fetterman is proof that God messes with us in many ways. Absolutely, J-Dog. God has a really funny sense of humor. What's up, Pam? Happy Freedom to you. V7, no fruity Fruit Loops. That's right. That's right. JP, deglutenized. That's what I need. Gluten wrecks me. It wrecks me. What's up, Skulls? Happy Freedom. Merry Freedom Christmas Eve to you, Skulls. Thank you for being here with us. Steve, why do they have to exclude items on Snap or EBT? How about making the food that qualify with a green UPC or something limit the choices? Well, I think that's what they're talking about, Steve. But limiting it and excluding certain food items, I mean, that sounds like the same thing to me. Light Rain, ask him what a woman is. Yeah. It's been a long time. That shapeshifter stuff wasn't going on when I went last time. It was years ago. 10 Man, he's a moderate in my opinion. Yeah. Fetterman, he's changing. He's trying to walk the line. Dan, the food will taste better. You'll be able to really taste the food and spices. Yeah, Dan, if they pull all those chemicals out. Tree Herder Easter chocolate is straight poop. Yeah, Tree Herder, I don't know. I haven't liked chocolate in a long time. It just tastes gross to me now. I used to love it when I was a kid. I don't think it's the same stuff that we were eating when we were kids. Some people say that chocolate is gone. That you can't even get real chocolate anymore because it's extinct. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get on this next video here. This is China can make Panama Canal totally useless in a time of war. Now, like I said, I added this on the schedule because President Trump was saying that we need to be in control of the Panama Canal, and I was telling you guys I didn't know anything about that. So, we're going to all learn this stuff together. And we got Rob Schmidt, and he does pretty good, so I figured why not? Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
So China already controls 2 of Panama's 5 main canal zone ports. Did you know that? And is planning on funding a new billion-dollar bridge over the Panama Canal. This is what China does. This is the Belt and Road strategy, which, by the way, was a part of the whole Hunter Biden thing. This is China trying to get its teeth into everything. They use money, and they have a lot of money, to buy influence over developing nations like Panama. They do a lot of this in Africa, too. The president of Panama saying, in regards to what Trump said, every square meter of the Panama Canal is Panama's and will continue to be. The sovereignty and independence of our country are not negotiable. But, I mean, Trump in the United States versus Panama and their president, I mean, give me a break. Trump firing back, we'll see about that. And then another post saying, welcome to the United States Canal. So Trump doing what he does. Gordon Chang is the author of Plan Red, China's project to destroy America. And we brought him in to talk more about all this. Gordon, good to see you. China buys up influence all over the world. Trump is seeing the CCP looking to commandeer this vital waterway between the East and our East Coast. He doesn't like it at all. Is he right?
Well, he's certainly right, because China's port facilities are at both ends of the canal. And when General Laura Richardson took a helicopter ride over the canal zone, this was the middle of 2022, she said she looked down and saw all of these dual-use facilities. Now, Evan Ellis, who could very well be America's #1 Latin America expert, was a little bit less polite when he said the Chinese could shut down the canal if it wanted to. And by the way, if you build a bridge over the canal, you can take a bridge down over the canal, block the waterway. And that's what I think what the Chinese are up to with this new infrastructure project of theirs. Because at a time of war, they could make the canal totally useless.
Yeah, that I guess that's the first thing everybody thinks, right? If we get into some kind of contentious situation with China, which could be coming, a lot of people think it is coming at some point, in that moment, they get shut down. I mean, how vital is that artery? I guess is my other question. Obviously, we've got access to the East and to Asia and everything over there from our West Coast, but if you can't get it to the East Coast, that becomes a problem.
Yeah, they say that we have a two-ocean navy. Well, we would have two separate navies. It'd be very difficult to get ships from the Atlantic to the Pacific or vice versa. You'd have to go around the Cape of Good Horn, the Straits of Magellan. And China is actually trying to build a naval base there. Now, fortunately, Javier Milei won the last presidential election, so the Chinese won't be able to do that. But the Chinese would like to close off South America in its entirety, from its north to its south.
These are, I mean, there's so many games that China plays like this. You know, people say that China's playing checkers and they're playing chess, we're all playing checkers. These are, it's so interesting when Trump gets in because he identifies things that nobody else in Washington sees or has a problem with. How in the hell have we just let China take over at least two ports in the Panama Canal? That just seems like a very obvious problem.
Yes, and we let China take over the Caribbean, some parts of Central America, and most of South America. So when you look at Latin America as a whole, if you take out Mexico, China is the largest trade partner of Latin America without Mexico. And that shows you how influential it is. And if you go from government to government in South America especially, you find China being there and we are not. This was really highlighted to the American people when in Peru at the APEC meeting, you know, Xi Jinping got the red carpet and Joe Biden was really humiliated many times during that session. So it shows you how influential China is in what we call our own backyard.
Yeah, it's interesting. And most Americans haven't thought about the Panama Canal since probably the 7th grade. And we're all getting a big lesson. And it's important stuff. Gordon Chang, keeping an eye on China for us. Thank you.
Well, a little bit of info there on the Panama Canal. Sounds pretty important. I think it's interesting that nobody really gives a shit about it. And then all of a sudden President Trump brings it up like, hey, by the way, we should be in control of that. Kind of surprised nothing's happened with it sooner. They're so worried about China. China's been circling Taiwan, making threats and whatnot. Old man Walter was promising Taiwan that we were going to have their back, lying to him, basically, just straight lying to him. I'm just kind of surprised that China didn't put pressure on the Panama Canal, and maybe they did, and I just didn't realize it. But either way, a lot of spotlight on the Panama Canal. Next up, Trump plans WHO exit on day one of second term, sources say. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about the Panama Canal and the potential for us to actually take it over. Oh, no worries, Nefties. We're not really talking about that kind of stuff. There's people out there that are lifelong on welfare, you know, getting benefits and whatnot, and they're doing it strategically. They're not doing it because they need the help. They're doing it because they're lazy. Every time we talk about that kind of stuff, sometimes it makes people feel some kind of way, but we're not just talking about people who need help. The program's there because people need help. It's the people that abuse the system, and they're just scamming tax dollars. That's what they're really doing. Those are the people that we're frowning on. There ain't nothing wrong with needing help. Everybody needs help sometimes. Oh, yeah, I guess I saw that. I saw what you're talking about, yeah. Yup. Happy freedom to you, guess some, and Merry Christmas Eve to you. 10 man, I've been through the Panama Canal twice. Still had the old camp set up. It was an experience. I bet it was, 10 man. Breeze by you. It appears that all the administrations of our FedGov have allowed the entire world to take advantage of America. Yep. They're going to be waking up, though, as soon as President Trump gets in office. What do we got, 28 days left or something like that? 27 days. 27 days till President Trump takes over. And people need to learn to start treating America with respect again. Can't wait for that border to be closed. That's going to be crazy. Kung Fu. Too many says 28 years. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Kung Fu. Shake and Bake. Happy freedom to you. Carter sold the Panama Canal for $1. Is that really what happened? You're the second hooligan to post that in the chat. We were talking about it yesterday, and somebody was saying that Carter gave it away for $1. Why would he do that? Kung Fu, a shitload of BS can happen in 28 days. You are right. You are right. Miss Jamie can't wait. I know, I can't wait either. True American Food Share doesn't let you buy hot food at gas stations. You can only buy cold food. That's interesting. I didn't know that. What's up, non-woke? Happy freedom to you. Non-woke, I heard Panama on the radio today. Yeah, see, it's getting a lot of spotlight right now. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Kung Fu, I'm not versed on the Panama Canal. Me either. That's why I said we're all learning this stuff together. What's up, AZ Patriot? Happy freedom to you. Hidu, happy freedom. China is asshole. That's right. Hidu, President Carter said he wanted to stay alive long enough to vote against Trump. Now, hopefully, he lives long enough to see Trump get the canal back. Jeez. Yeah. We'll see. President Trump tends to get what he wants. Miss Jamie, I will. I'll check my messages after the live. AZ Patriot, I didn't know anything about the Panama Canal either. My husband was telling me a little bit. Apparently, Jimmy Carter gave it away for peanuts. Yeah, I don't understand why he did that. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Metal Mouth. Thank you for being here with us. Bobby, we built that shit. Well, they're going to have to give it back. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad. Says, I avoid getting to the store around the first of the month, watching people buy 2 carts of food on my tax dollars. Yeah, Patriot Dad. It's really bad around here. You'll see just lines of people with carts that are just overflowing and stuff while they're wearing slippers and pajama pants and smell like shit. And it's like, great. Glad you guys get to have all that food we pay for. That's fantastic. Hidu, I got a goat scream for Christmas. You did, Hidu? That's so badass. We got so many batteries for Mac the Goat here. It's funny. I've never had a toy with so much importance that we had to go buy batteries for it. I have like a bubble pack full of batteries that you hooligans sent Mac the Goat. He's going to be with us for a long time. You just described me, Jeff, but I pay for my own food. Does that make me an animal? You're only an animal if you want to be, Hill. There ain't nothing wrong with buying your own damn food like that, but, you know, when you're buying $600 worth of junk food and you're using an EBT card or whatever to, you know, you're using tax dollars to buy it and stuff, it's just a lose-lose situation. You know, there's people out there that need help, they can't get help, and then you got people out here who are scamming, pretending to need help. You got people that are starving. You got people using tax dollars to buy $600 worth of Doritos. You know, like these two things shouldn't be happening at the same time. Metal Mouth just had some turkey that's been cooking on the crock pot since last night. The shit is delicious. I bet, Metal Mouth. That's what I should do. I should put together something with the slow, or I don't know what it is, a crock pot I guess I got. I need to go figure that out because in 3 hours all the stores are going to close and then I don't know how I'm going to eat tomorrow. I'll get it figured out, though. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Jamie, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate all the support, Miss Jamie. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to you. Miss Jamie says, Merry Christmas, brother. Appreciate you, Miss Jamie. What's up, J-Dog? Happy freedom to you. And Merry Christmas Eve. Bobby, Trailer Park Boys rule. See, I need to watch that stuff. I've never seen the Trailer Park Boys. I know what it is. I just ain't never sat down and watched it. What's up, Guess Who? Happy freedom to you. If Mac the Goat was in Springfield, Ohio, they might try to eat him. Well, guess who? If they weren't trying to eat him, they'd be trying to do other things to Mac the Goat, unfortunately. Anyways, happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom. The canal is owned by Panama. Political upheaval, that's probably not how you say that, but okay, and usage is the main reason, and sovereignty. Yeah, see, Rich, I don't know enough about it. I didn't even realize how important it was until like the last 24 hours. Stern, well, he was a peanut farmer. See, I'm learning all kinds of stuff today. Happy freedom, Stern. Rich, for China having money problems, do they have money for a war? Are they having money problems right now? Are they having money problems because we're having money problems? And we're their little piggy bank? Oh, I appreciate you, love Tina. Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Pam, if you're in Texas, you could have Christmas with me. I wish I could have Christmas with all of you hooligans. Appreciate you, Pam. Visions, ribeye in the crock. As we speak, that's going to be fantastic. Happy freedom, Visions. V7, they can't buy deodorant or TP with food stamps. Really? I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? It's food stamps, but that's interesting. Pam, I'm always here, just in the bushes usually. You're a lurker. I appreciate you joining us in the chat. What's up, Wet Blanket? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Jamie and Deborah? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas. You didn't get a notification? Yeah, that YouTube censorship. It runs even on Christmas Eve. What's up, Astral Hammer? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Oh, I appreciate you, guess some. Thank you. Turbo, I'm cooking up some deer sausage and bacon. Be all right, Turbo. You be careful. You be careful. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Definitely. All right, hooligans, we're going to move on to this next one. Like I said, it's Trump plans WHO exit on day one of second term, sources say. President Trump is going to have the busiest day one ever. He's got so many promises planned for day one. Either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this video pulled up. President Trump's going to pull us out of the WHO. That'll be interesting, considering they were pretty much running the country for the last couple of years. Anyways, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
A Reuters source says Donald Trump's presidential transition team is preparing for the U.S. to withdraw from the World Health Organization. The source, a health law expert familiar with the discussions, says it could happen as early as the first day of his new term in January. The Financial Times was the first to report the plan. Trump's transition team did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment. The move would align with Trump's long-standing criticism of the UN Health Agency. It would also significantly shift U.S. global health policy and isolate Washington from international pandemic efforts. Trump has already signaled a shift towards domestic health priorities. He's nominated WHO skeptics for top public health roles, including vaccine critic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Trump's initial attempt to lead the WHO in 2020 was reversed by President Joe Biden, who rejoined the organization. The president-elect has argued that the agency failed to hold China accountable for the early spread of COVID-19. He's also repeatedly called the WHO a puppet of Beijing and vowed to redirect U.S. contributions to domestic health initiatives.
They're literally a pipe organ for China. That's the way I view it. So we're seeing and we're looking and we're watching.
A WHO spokesperson declined to comment directly, but referred Reuters to comments by Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus at a December 10th press briefing. He responded to questions about a U.S. withdrawal under the upcoming Trump White House.
We're ready to work together. And I believe, the U.S. leaders understand that, the U.S. cannot be safe unless the rest of the world is safe.
Is that a threat, buddy? Sound like a threat. President Trump cracks me up. He's like, nah, WHO, they're in bed with China. We don't like China. Cracks me up. I like that he's honest. I like that he's blunt about it. No, not holding punches. Next up, we got, how concerned should Americans be about Chinese display screens? Apparently, China makes 90% of micro display screens. So if something happened, we got into a conflict with China, we ain't gonna be able to make cell phones. We won't be able to put them in our cars or airplanes or anywhere else where we stick screens, because the majority of them come out of China. I don't know why. Are we not smart enough to make screens? That stuff doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why we buy anything from any other country except for resources like oil and random things that we can't mine from here, which we can mine oil, but things like that I understand. But when it comes to making things, I don't understand why we don't just make everything here in-house. It just doesn't make sense to me. You're giving people leverage over us by us not making these micro screens as well as other items that we import. Either way, it's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump pulling us out of the WHO. Oh, also, I keep trying to mention this. I keep forgetting. Apparently, there's a new feature over on Rumble. There's actually two. One, there's a reposting feature, so you guys can actually repost the live, and I think it'll post it to your channel. I think that's how it works. Not really sure, but it's supposed to be a feature to help kind of spread what we do and bring new people to the live and stuff like that. But the other feature that's brand new that I just noticed is I guess that we can gift subs now over on Rumble. There's a little gift package thing, little button right next to the subscribe button. I guess we can gift out memberships on Rumble. That's badass. I'm going to shout out Rumble Rick as soon as I get off the live. I'm going to tag him because that's awesome. He's been saying for weeks that this is going to come out before the holidays, and I knew we were coming up to Christmas, and I've been waiting. So apparently we can gift memberships over on Rumble. Either way, reading through the chat. Heck yeah, Tom Tommy styling, looking real festive over here. That's a badass Christmas tree. You got the Grinch head on the top. Very nice. That'd be awesome, Turbo. Guess the WHO is run like a teenage wasteland. Yeah, I don't even understand what the WHO does. It kind of reminds me of like the UN and stuff, where they just off over there doing their own thing, and you can either choose to listen to what they got going on or not, and for some reason we have been. Yeah, Nefties, you're right. You're totally right. Breeze by you, the WHO is so corrupt. Yeah, and didn't we just give power to the WHO? Didn't Biden just hand over some sort of authority over us to the WHO? Had something to do with like the next time we get a pandemic or something, that they have the authority to tell us what to do as Americans? Something along those lines. Sam, fuck that guy. That's right, Sam. Merry Christmas to you, Sam. Thank you so much, Oline, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Oline. It says, go Trump, and sorry for Matt Gaetz' smear. Trump, please help him. He needs it. And I totally agree. Thank you, Oline. Holy, thank you so much, Snooks, for that $50 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate everything you do for all of us, Snooks. Thank you so much. It says, Merry Christmas to you, Jeff, and all you do for the Hooligan family. Love and hugs to you and everyone. Thank you, Snooks, and Merry Christmas to you. Wow, you hooligans are the best. Thank you so much, Giggling Spy, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Giggling Spy. It says, hi, Jeff. Are you opening gifts tomorrow? I think you may want to open the one I sent before you go to the store tonight. Which one did... I'll have to check. Giggling Spy. Yes, tomorrow we are doing the official Christmas unboxing on Christmas Day for our Christmas special. And I'll show you guys, since it is Christmas Eve now, I've been waiting all week to show you this. I did get this for us to have some festivities. So we're going to be trying hot sauce while we're doing the Christmas special, so I can try to talk to you while my mouth is on fire. This is the Hell's Kitchen version, you know, that Gordon Ramsay. I like Gordon Ramsay. Either way, that's part of what we're going to be doing tomorrow for the Christmas special, so definitely be here. It's going to be a good time. Thank you, Giggling Spy. I will look and see if I can figure out which package is yours. Is it labeled Giggling Spy? You'll have to write me so I can write you to make sure, but I'll double check. Thank you, Giggling Spy. You Hill, the salmon is raw. That's what he said. What's up, First Amendment? Happy freedom to you. I want the green chili. We're going to see. Paul, a cooking stream? No, we're not cooking. We're just going to be eating hot sauce and seeing if I can talk afterwards. It's always fun. But I do want to be doing some cooking streams in the future. What's up, Space Ghost? Happy freedom to you. Sage Pup, the WHO is owned and ran by pharmaceutical companies. That makes sense. I could totally see that. Patriot Dad just bought my daughter her first car, 2014 Ford Escape 4-wheel drive, only 79,000 miles. That's badass, Patriot Dad. Sounds like a good car. Is he Patriot? Look up all the land China owns in the U.S. Unfortunately, it's all by military bases. Trump needs to get that shit back. I agree, AZ Patriot. Yeah, they own, like, a lot. They own a lot. I can't remember what it is. We covered a video on it a couple months ago, and it's a crazy number. It's like, I keep thinking of a number. I want to say 300,000 acres, but I want to say it's more than that. It's a lot. China owns a lot of land, and they shouldn't be able to buy our land, especially near bases. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Oh, reposting is a premium feature. Oh, I didn't know that, Dutton. Thank you for letting me know. Interesting. I wonder why they made that a premium feature. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you. It says Klaus Stocking Fun. Ah, you're a badass. Thank you. Metal Mouth, where's the cat? Klaus Daniels, he'll be in here. I had him in here when I was putting the schedule together, but I think he's doing his rounds. Space Ghost. Let me see. Space Ghost. The U.S., I don't know what that word is, abrogated its right to intervene in Panama in the 1930s. By the 1970s, with its administrative costs sharply increasing, Washington spent years negotiating with Panama to code control of the waterways. The Carter administration worked with the government of Omar Torrijos or something. The two sides eventually decided that their best chance for ratification was to submit two treaties to the U.S. Senate. The Permanent Neutrality Treaty and the Panama Canal Treaty. Thank you for letting me know, Space Ghost. I'm actually going to look up those last two phrases there after the live and try and learn more about the Panama Canal. I appreciate you, Space Ghost. Thank you. Guess I'm over here with the twerking Santa. Can't get enough of that. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom. I like the headbanging Santa you got over here. That's cool. Rich, I'm glad we're getting out of the WHO. They're evil. Yeah. Well, and who votes for those people, right? What's up, Kip? Happy freedom to you. Jack, yeah, China owns around 385,000 acres. It's too much. Yeah, Jack, I agree. And Merry Christmas to you. Mother of. And Bill Gates owns the majority of what is left. Yeah. Yep. They're like in a race. See who can buy more land. Mother of. It has been a whole lot of fun listening to creators get surprised by the new Rumble gifts. Yeah, I was waiting for it to come out. It's been a while. I actually thought it was going to come out for Thanksgiving, but it didn't. So So I was wondering if it was going to happen for Christmas. A-Quest, we don't make anything mainly because of the pollution it causes. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that sounds like us. Make a bunch of restrictions so we can't do anything because of pollution, but then we let other countries go out there and commit pollution, then we go buy the goods from them. Yeah, that sounds just like us. Yep. What's up, Kamehameha? Happy freedom. Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Shepherd Shep? Happy freedom. Shepherd Shep. You must be Space Ghost over on Rumble, unless you guys really posted the same exact definition, which could be. To be continued. Jack, China is still considered a developing nation. I think that's hilarious. That is hilarious, Jack. How I don't get that. I didn't know it. Everything, what time is the Christmas special? 1 p.m. Eastern time. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Guess China owns 70% of the grow farms in Oklahoma, I hear. What are they growing? They probably don't have legal weed in Oklahoma. They might have weed, I don't know. Oh, I see, Space Ghost. See, I've been doing this a little while. I kind of tell things like that. I appreciate you, Space Ghost. Like I said, we're going to get into this next video here. This is how concerned should Americans be about Chinese display screens? Like I was saying, they mentioned in this video that China makes 90% of the, what do they call it? Micro display screens. And I don't know why it's like that. Well, possibly pollution reasons, but either way, they got leverage over us, and I don't like that. So we're going to go ahead and get into this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Let's welcome to the show here Robert Atkinson, the founder and president of the Information Technology and Innovation Foundation. So first, can you describe for us the importance of this technology and what displays would be affected?
I'm looking at a display right now. I have a display in my car. We have displays in tanks, airplanes. We have displays in phones, displays in our living room. Displays are everywhere. They're ubiquitous. And the Chinese have already taken over the LCD market globally. And now they're going after the higher end OLED market, where Samsung and LG are doing okay. Do we really want that to happen? Do we want them to eliminate and kill those companies? The U.S. would be in tough shape if that happened.
So the Chinese heavily subsidized BOE, and it's grown in market share from 1% of global displays to now 51% of global displays, and that's happened in a 10-year period. What could happen if the U.S. has to rely on China for these displays?
I'll tell you what happens if we ever get in a kinetic conflict. Good luck on getting any more displays imported to the U.S. That's number one. Number two is they just have so much leverage over us, and they could raise prices dramatically. They could get in a spat with us, and they could say, hey, by the way, if you don't do what we want, we're not going to sell you displays. No more iPhones. This is a big, big deal. We cannot be dependent upon China for such an important core technology. And the U.S. International Trade Commission has already ruled that they have stolen intellectual property from Samsung. This isn't in debate. It's already been agreed upon. Everybody knows that.
So, put it directly, if BOE runs Samsung out of the display business, what would it mean if we ever come to a conflict then with China?
No, we'd have to look out the window on airplanes because we wouldn't have displays. Once we wouldn't have the ability to buy new displays, or it'd be a lot harder to buy new displays. Let's put it that way. This is an important technology. As I said, it's a cross-cutting technology. It goes into so much of our daily life, so much in commercial life and in military life.
So, Robert, in about 10, I want to get this in 10 seconds because we're running out of the show here. What do you think the Trump administration needs to do?
They need to do two things. Number one, that you need to tell the ITC to rule in favor of Samsung and have a 10-year exclusion order on BOE. They need to change the law in Congress so that you don't have this ridiculous rule that if there's no harm directly in the U.S. that you can't win the case. Okay. That rule needs to change. It's long overdue.
Robert Atkinson, I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing light to this important story.
Wow. China's in control of the micro display screens. I didn't know that was a problem. They always talk about the microchips, the motherboards. That's why old man Walter put together the Chips and Salsa Act, because they're worried about China having leverage over us. Okay, so we're going to start building the microchips and the motherboards and stuff, but we're not going to build the micro display screens? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't know. This stuff is silly to me. I don't know. Who makes most of the drones? You know, is that going to be next? I don't know. Who makes the buttons that go in cars? These are stupid little problems. Supposed to be a big deal. It sounds like we're going to be pissing China off. That's what it sounds like. We're going to take over the Panama Canal. We're going to pull out of the WHO. We're going to point our fingers at them because they own 90% of the micro display screens. We're just here to mess up their day. That's what it sounds like. Either way, next up, psychological terrorism. Former DNC fundraiser dumps Dems after being ostracized. This is a really entertaining video because this woman was a Democrat and she was raising money for them, big bucks, and then they turned on her as soon as she had a different opinion. Now, we're used to the left eating the left, but apparently she made it through all the way to adulthood without realizing that that's how the Democrats are. So she's now jumping ship. She's been burned by them and she's no longer blue team. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about China and their micro display screens. Snugs, we're already too dependent on effing China. I agree, Snugs. We should be self-sufficient. Be safe out there, 10 man. Guess we're dependent because 10% goes to the big guy. Yep. His head and neck configuration freaks me out. The guy's a little weird. He's a little weird. Nefties, that should never be allowed in America. China doesn't allow Americans to own Chinese government land. Our land is ours. Wait a minute. Is ours. The government, local and federal, has zero rights to sell our country to the enemies. It's treason. Yeah, Nefties, I agree. I don't think that they should be able to buy our land either. Breeze by you. Oh, now they're concerned about China. Yeah, they don't care if they cross the border, but China anywhere else is a big scary deal for some reason. Thoughtbot, Snooks is hot. Appeal to heaven. We need manufacturers here in the U.S. versus China. Yeah, appeal to heaven. We'll see how these tariffs affect everybody because President Trump that's why he wants to do the tariffs. He wants to tell, these countries that if you're going to sell us products, then we're going to put tariffs on you. We're going to mark up the cost for you to sell these products here. But if you want to build a factory here in the U.S. and hire Americans to be workers and stuff, then we're not going to put tariffs on your factory because everything will be manufactured here in the U.S. And I think that's a good idea. Now, the Democrats are out there, selling fear, trying to tell everybody that we're going to be footing the bill of these tariffs, not these foreign countries and whatnot. But the whole thing is that the tariffs aren't really supposed to be something that's permanent. It's supposed to be something to try and leverage to get foreign countries to do manufacturing here, to bring all manufacturing back here because we had sent all the factories overseas for cheap labor and stuff. And so I have hope that things are going to turn around. Pumpkin, China's getting to be a pain in the ass. I agree. Kung Fu, you humans better focus on food production. Yeah. We need to keep an eye on everything. Everybody's cutting corners and being corrupt. What's up, AR-16? Merry Christmas to you. I was at the gas station earlier and everybody was saying Merry Christmas to each other. It's nice. Feels normal. Appeal to Evan. China gave us biological warfare. Fuck China. Yeah. Thanks, China. Everybody's just putting their favorite Chinese dish in the chat. You hooligans are the best. U-Hill, price of shit with screens going up. Could be. It could be if we don't start making our own screens. Bobby, what the fuck, Jackie Chan? Yeah, it's Jackie Chan's fault. Is Jackie Chan still alive? What is Mugu? See, we're on the part of the show where I gotta watch what I read. You guys always trying to make me say bad things. What's up, Mary Todd? Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Cruz? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Chris? Happy freedom to you. Merry Christmas. I'm doing all right, Chris. How are you doing? What's up, Tom? Merry Christmas. Mother of. If we were going to be footing the bill for the tariffs, then why are the countries that are facing Trump's tariffs freaking out? Exactly. They wouldn't be worried about it. Trudeau and all them, they wouldn't be going to Mar-a-Lago to go see President Trump if all they were going to do is push the tariffs onto us. Like the cost of the tariffs, just jacking the price up of goods. They wouldn't worry about it. They would just be like, well, it is what it is. And as soon as people start bitching about it, they'd be like, well, you can thank the Orange Eagle for it. You know, but that's not what's happening because they know it's going to be them that has to foot that bill. It's just Democrats selling that fear like they do with the mass deportations. You know, they're telling everyone, oh, you know, President Trump, he's going to be deporting Americans. What they mean is if mom and dad came here illegally and shit out 4 kids, all 6 of them are going home. That's what it means. But to the Democrats, they're just like, oh, no, just natural born Americans, any Americans, you, me, sister down the street, we're all getting deported. I'm like, nah, that's not true. That's not even kind of true. It doesn't even rhyme with anything that's true. But that's what they're selling because that's how the Democrats are. It's all right. Why are you guys writing Chinese on the website? Don't do that. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to translate one of these. We'll see. It's going to be something terrible. Ha ha ha. Says fuck you in Chinese. That's a good one, get some. Snooks. I get it with fried rice and it has chicken veggies and white sauce in it. It's delicious. The Mugu? Is that what I said? I thought I was reading somebody's name. Never mind. We'll just move forward here. I wasn't sure what I was reading out loud. Still not sure. That's all right. Like I said, next up, psychological terrorism. Former DNC fundraiser dumps the Dems after being ostracized. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. If you hooligans would like to join that membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and you're using the Rumble app, I don't believe you can see the big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. I just lost my train of thought. Either way, go join the membership program over on Rumble. I got to go find the Klaus. That's what I was thinking. That's what lost me. I looked over. I'm like, where is Klaus? He needs to show up for the Christmas Eve special. Either way. Like I said, this is psychological terrorism. Former DNC fundraiser dumps the Dems after being ostracized. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Joining me now is former DNC fundraiser Lindy Lee. Lindy, thanks for being here. You announced your exit from the Democrat Party after coming under attack for criticizing Vice President Harris and her campaign. You say you were basically ostracized. How so?
Ashley, Merry Christmas. It's wonderful to be with you.
Merry Christmas.
This has been a long time coming. My initial disillusionment became clear when I realized that they essentially set $2.5 billion on fire. They raised $1.5 billion through the campaign, another $1 billion through the super PAC Future Forward. And there's been no accountability. We still haven't gotten any answers as to why Oprah, a billionaire, got $2.5 million through her production company. Why couldn't she pay for it? She's an oligarch. She could have just paid for the production costs herself. And not to mention the fact that they spent $450,000 putting Kamala Harris's face on the sphere. Now tell me why that would be helpful. Tell me how that would help her win. Obviously, that was utter failure. And then they spent $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton moments before he interviewed her. And this is our hard-earned money. This is the money that I worked so hard to raise. I raised millions of this, and donors are feeling burned. And let me tell you, although I might be the only one coming forward, I haven't met a single donor who disagrees with me.
So what's been the response, Lindy, since you made your announcement?
Vitriolic. And they say they're not a cult, but look at how they behave when one of their own dares to think for herself. The excommunication, the defamation, the public shaming, the boycott campaigns, the psychological terrorism. I no longer have comments on any of my social media, because it's just too much. I don't need that. It's just endless. And as soon as you step out of line, they will get you.
Yeah, that is clear. So what's next? Are you going to turn Republican, independent? What's next for you?
This all has been so fast for me, and actually someone scooped my own exit. Some random person on Twitter got 3 million views saying that Lindy Lee is going to exit. I couldn't even own my own departure. So this is all happening really quickly for me, but you might see me at the inauguration. I don't want to say too much right now, but somebody on Team Trump already reached out to me. They've been incredibly gracious, and on day one, they were kinder to me and more humane than the DNC ever was.
Wow.
And I just think that speaks volumes, yeah.
I think you're right. I want you to comment on this one, Lindy. I want you to listen to what Bill Maher had to say, talking about the Democrats. Listen to this.
Remember him hugging Nixon, and then...
So what?
I know, but at the time he was he was seen as a traitor.
It's so funny you mention that, because like today we live in this time when you're not allowed to have friends from the other side or cross lines politically. And I forgot that there's an example of that way back when. Yeah. A guy who crossed lines politically. Ooh, the worst thing you could ever do, be friends with a Republican? Call 911.
You know, the irony is, Lindy, that Democrats will always call Donald Trump a threat to democracy, and yet there is no democracy within their world. You either believe what they say or you are excommunicado. You are no longer worthy of any conversation.
Ashley, you're so right. And now I'm in exile, and I'm happier for it. And you know what? This is meant to happen. And I've had friends just in the last couple of days, so-called friends, block me. And just simply because I expressed a view that wasn't the doctrine, that wasn't officially sanctioned. This is kind of authoritarian, and I grew up in an authoritarian regime. This reeks of that. This isn't American democracy. You know, what happened to the First Amendment?
Right, exactly. Well, it only exists if you agree with the doctrine. Yeah, go ahead.
You're so on point. Sorry, one last thing. I've been a conservative all my life. I've been saying that, and they're just not listening to me. All of a sudden, they're saying that I shifted. No. I grew up as a Christian conservative. This is just who I've been. And so they want to demonize anybody who has the courage to speak for herself.
Right. Well, Lindy, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and your bravery in this divided political world. And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Ashley.
Oh, dang. That's probably the first time in her whole life she was allowed to say Merry Christmas. Broke away from the Democrats, woke up to the bullshit. Took her a long time, but at least she made it. I like how she really threw out there. She was like, by the way, the Trump team reached out to me. Oh, I bet they did. Because she's out there raising big bucks for the DNC, and then they turned on her. I look good at the RNC next round. Maybe we'll see her for the midterms and stuff like that. Just rubbing it in the Democrats' face. That's all right. Next up, Georgia homeowner arrested after attempting to remove a squatter. Now, every once in a while we cover these squatter videos, and usually all it does is piss us off, but it's still a thing, so we're going to still be covering it. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this Democrat jumping ship. Sam, Mayor has become the liberal biggest critic over the last year. I've heard him rag the fuck out of the left several times. He's still a liberal, though. Yeah, Sam, that's what I've been kind of feeling, too. He seems to be popping up a lot, and he's, like, trying to make sense, but he's still a liberal. And so it just never lands. Guess you crack me up. Breeze by you. Crazy it takes this kind of thing to wake up some people. They all need to wake up to the bullshit. Yeah. You're right, Breeze by you. I'm surprised that the infighting doesn't turn them off sooner. Because it happens a lot. And I mean, both sides does infighting, but the liberal Democrats, they're crazy people. So I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't kind of make them rebel against their own kind. They're like, you know what? Since you want to boss me around, I'm going to stop killing babies and dyeing my hair weird colors, and I'm going to start being an upstanding citizen as a big fuck you to the Democrats. Well, all right. I mean, I don't know. It seems like the way that they push each other around, they're against having kids and reproducing and being civil and stuff. It just seems like the Democrat Party is just dying off. And it's not the Democrats, it's these damn commies, these liberal commies, because they're not real Democrats. Snooks, yes, the moo moo or moo goo. Yeah, I've never had any of that, Snooks. Usually what I eat from Chinese restaurants has the word chicken in it. Either before or after another word, but it's usually chicken. Cassie J, I just wonder if it's coming from a sincere place, or is he just trying to widen his audience? Yeah, that could be Cassie J. That's what I wonder too. Is he just trying to reach both sides by trying to kind of play in the middle there? He's like left leaning. Bobby, I'm gonna dye my pubes orange. Good news, Bobby. That's good news. Done. The Chinese place near me pays people for frogs. Is it like that anywhere else? I have never heard of that, Dutton. They do sell frog legs in Muskegon, where I go eat Chinese food every once in a while. I never thought for a moment how they got the frogs, though. I never thought about that. That's, well, I'll be thinking about that from now on. Thank you for letting me know, Dutton. Olean, the Dems have changed from the JFK days. Yeah. They're not really Democrats anymore. They're just Marxists, commies, pretending to be Democrats. Appeal to Heaven, pubes are blue and orange for the Gators. Go Gators! That's, yeah, Appeal to Heaven. Very nice. Glad you guys are feeling festive. Screaming Eagle with the twerking Santa. Metal Mouth, make sure you give Klaus plenty of snacks. Oh, he's going to be getting all the snacks. Starting tonight, he's going to be getting some fancy feasts, and then all day tomorrow, he's going to be treated up. Tree Herder, is that a grocery sack? I don't know what they were wearing. She was a Democrat, okay? She's still waking up to the nonsense. You will. Somebody get her a couple cheeseburgers. Yeah. She'll get it figured out. Merry Christmas, Kung Fu. True American, she's kind of cute. It's supposed to be news. You guys judging the shit out of her. You guys are going to push her back to the Democrats. Oh, yeah, I went and snatched up the Klaus. He didn't want to come to work today, but I wouldn't let that slide. Thank you so much, Hair Juicer, for that $50 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate you, Hair Juicer. Thank you so much. Says, Merry Christmas, homie. Appreciate you. Love you, Hair Juicer. Holy, you hooligans are the best. Reading through you, Hill. Hair critique? Yeah, you can go ahead and critique my hair. I'm aerodynamic today. I look old when my hair grows out. You guys can't even see the white hairs. I got like this porcupine thing going on where it's like silver hairs just in all directions. It doesn't get picked up by the camera, thank God, but I'm just looking rough, so now I gotta cut my hair more often. Paul, Fancy Feast, huh? Yep, he's a big fan. Thanks to Donna Spark, she's been hooking up with cases of Fancy Feast. Now he's got a Fancy Feast addiction. What's up, Red Wagon? Happy freedom to you. Rickle Pick. Jeff looks like Uncle Fester from M's family without hair. I do. I've been told that a lot. You're right. Corey, did you try an ice cube for the water bowl? No, I totally forgot, but I'm going to write it down because I need to figure this out. I did put a Klaus drinking fountain kind of thing on the wish list for running water, but I need to try the ice cube thing. Ice cube, if I could spell, for the Klaus water. Water. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. What's up, Melissa? Happy freedom. Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom to you. A-Quest, what do they do with the rest of the frog? You don't want to know, A-Quest. You don't want to know. Halsey, what is going on with your comments? Did you just get banned, or are you redacting what you're saying now that Daddy's home? It happens like that sometimes. Sean, how come Native Americans never had beards or mustaches? I don't know. I don't know, Sean. Why? Do I look like I know what goes on over there? A lot of hooligans think that I'm Native American because I can't hardly grow facial hair. I won't take a DNA test, so I can't figure it out, but I'm pretty sure I don't have no Native American in me. Oh, what just happened? Everything. Stephen Smith, ESPN announcer, is leaning towards Republican now, too. Interesting. People... See, I think it's gimmicks. People being manipulative and stuff like that. It's because they don't walk the real walk. They just try to do whatever's trendy or cool at the time. Whatever's going to get them the most views and clicks. What's up, Sir Oak Tree? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Waiting on Trump clause. Yep. All of us just sitting here waiting. I can't remember now. I think it's 28 days. I know I looked it up, but I can't remember already. 28 days until it happens. Pumpkin, turn around so we can see your hair. What do you mean? I got as much hair on the... You could see my hair. I feel like you're scamming me somehow. Hidu, where do we access the wish list? I have extra watering... Wait a minute. An extra watering fountain box unopened. Well, okay. So I'll put the link for the wish list, but if you already have something, you could send it to the P.O. box. Copy link address. Bam. So this link I'm dropping in the Rumble chat right now, that'll take you to the wish list. But I'll put the link for the P.O. box as well. And then we're going to get onto this next video. Contact. And that link will take you to the P.O. box. Pumpkin, I'm not scamming you. Trying to see my booty, Pumpkin. I know what you're up to. I know what you're up to. Hair Juicer gave it away for peanuts. He was a peanut farmer. I don't know. You guys and your peanuts. Anyways, moving forward here, this is Georgia homeowner arrested after attempting to remove a squatter. I don't understand these squatting laws. I don't get that at all. And these people are soft. If I went to jail for trying to enter my own house, next time I'm showing up, it's criminal activity. Anyways, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
He wants you to come out. He wants you to come out. Y'all have to go out. He wants y'all to come out. No, he wants you out. No, he wants you out.
Caught on camera, a Georgia homeowner confronts an alleged squatter and is eventually arrested after attempting to get back inside her own home. Joining me now is Lolita Hale. She is in charge with criminal trespass. She's outraged that she spent a night in jail while someone slept in her home. Ms. Hale, I have to tell you, first, I was really excited to speak to you to tell your story here because I can only imagine how frustrated you were behind all of this. How did the alleged squatter actually get into your house to begin with?
Well, on this particular occasion, we cleaned up. We spent an entire day, the day before, cleaning out the house because it was trashed. And we thought she was gone. And the next morning we went back to paint to get the house ready for to be rented out. And she was there. She had broken the lock off.
Ms. Hill, I can only imagine your frustration. Your first thoughts were, oh, heck no, I'm sure.
Right, I'm like, I'm just not believing this, that she had the audacity to break the law, to re-enter my home.
Now, how have police helped you since all of this started, and where are you now with everything?
They have not been of any help. The local law enforcement nor the local courts have been much of any help.
Ms. Hale, why were you arrested, though? Help us understand that. You own the home. You clearly can show that you have ownership of this home. This person is not an authorized renter. How did it happen that you ended up in handcuffs?
Your guess is just as good as mine. I would have never imagined in a million years that not only myself, but any homeowner would be arrested as a result of a squatter being in their house. That's just no logical explanation. I can't explain it.
You've been a homeowner now for a while, I understand. Ms. Hale, what happens that the laws seem to favor squatters over the homeowner? Where is that gray area, and what are you learning from this situation?
What I've learned in this particular county, Clayton County, is that the judges, the magistrate court judges there, do not understand the law, or they're not interested in the law because they don't seem to be applying it.
Ms. Hale, you own this home. This person is still in your home, or are they out of it now?
To my knowledge, she's still in my home.
Okay. I
have been instructed not to go to my home until I get a writ. Okay. And yes, I am paying the mortgage there still.
So you're still paying a mortgage there. This woman is still in your home. You've been told you can't go back to the home until you get a court-ordered writ?
That's correct.
And so where are you in the process now? What's next year, and when will you be able to get back into your home?
I have no clue when I will be able to get back into my home. I did speak with the court on last week, and I was informed that a hearing would be scheduled for I guess some type of evidentiary hearing on her appeal. Although she has not met any of the statutory requirements in order for her to have an appeal. So I don't know why we're having a hearing, but I have not received notice of a date.
And in all of this, you don't have access to your property. You don't know what kind of damage is being done, and you're still the one paying the mortgage on this home. Ms. Hale, know that we are concerned, and keep us updated on this process.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinin.
Well, it's not even resolved. They're in there cleaning the house up so it can be rented to new tenants. And then this woman's in there. And then the owner gets arrested. I don't know. There's no way. There's no way. We've talked about this a few times, but I think the biggest problem is there's like a gray area in the law. Not every time you break the law is it a criminal act. Sometimes it's considered like a civil matter and whatnot. And I think if you walk in your house and you find somebody sitting in there and they ain't supposed to be there, yeah, your first reaction is to call the police. But when the police show up and they tell you that they were there first, and you got to get the fuck out of your own property, well, you're going to regret calling the police. Because if you walk in and there's somebody in your house and you put them on their head and you throw them out the front door, then you call the police and then you play stupid and go, I don't know how she got that black eye. I don't know how she got thrown out on her head outside of the front door. I just got home, door was open, and she was holding her head crying. I don't know what happened. You do a bunch of that, the police are going to make that person leave. You're not going to jail over squatter rights. It's when you call the police first. That's the common denominator between all these videos that we cover with the squatting situation. You walk in, you see a stranger, you call the police make you leave. Well, kind of sounds like you shouldn't be calling the police then. It's not really a police matter yet. You make that person leave, then you call the police, then you trespass that person. That person can never claim squatter rights on your property. I don't understand how these things happen. I don't know if there's squatter rights here in Michigan. I don't ever hear about this stuff. It's always happening somewhere else in the country. Very frustrating, though. Now she's got to go to court for her own charges, but then she's got to go to court to try and have this matter solved. What do they do if the judge doesn't make those people leave? Then you got the option of foreclosing on your house by not paying the mortgage on it. Then everybody loses everything. Or you're just going to keep paying the bill while you got squatters pissing in the corner of your living room. No good. It's no good. I don't understand why we have squatter rights. Like why that's even a thing. I have to look into it. Either way, next up we got Sean Diddy Combs, maybe making his own food, says prison consultant. Now they get a little carried away in this video here talking about how to eat prison food and whatnot. But it sounds like Diddy is scared to eat the food trays. He's worried that someone's going to poison his food, so he's not willing to eat that food anymore. Now he's getting commissary. He's like getting ramen noodles and stuff like that to eat. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this frustrating squatter story. Now, the courts here in California have been letting this shit go on for years in California. It's the criminal is the victim now, and the good citizen is automatically deemed the criminal now. Yeah, and I think the last time we covered a squatter story, I think it was in California. You got their hair juicer. This is Sloppy Joe. It's looking good. You ain't got no cheese on that thing, though. Gotta put some cheese on it. Now, upside down, our courts are just another criminal organization. Yeah, there's corruption everywhere. It should not be that way. Cassie J, it's like they want to punish you for working hard and purchasing a home. Yep. It's because they already got what they need, so they're not worried about anybody else. That's what makes them corrupt. Jesus loves us. Get some, Jay. Crack me up. Guess I'm in Texas. You call the medical examiner. Yeah, for real. Sam, I don't know why they bled out. Yeah, Sam, that's what I'm saying. You're like, I don't know what happened. I came home. I opened the door to check the mail. There was a body out front. Have no idea what happened. Not sure. Oh, it's a chili burger. Interesting here, Juicer. I don't think I've ever had a chili burger, but I'm not against it. Guess she pays for her house and all the legal fees. What a cluster. Yeah, I guess I'd be so mad. Oh my god, I'd be so mad. They'd be arresting me and then they'd hold me for 72 hours for a cool down period. I'd be so damn mad. Being arrested for going into my own house? No, there's no way. Cassie J, the entitlement these squatters have over a home they have paid absolutely nothing for is unreal. I agree, Cassie J. I don't know what it would be like to just march up into someone else's house, someone you don't even know, and just be like, yep, I'm staying, and there's nothing you can do about it. When we were covering the Daniel Penny story, they were saying that there was something called like presumption of something. It's not vulnerability, it's presumption of risk. That's what I think it's called, presumption of risk. They were saying that Jordan Neely got on the subway, started to act like an asshole, and as soon as he said he was going to start killing people, he was taking on that presumption of risk. He was making choices that was putting himself in reasonable danger, right? So squatters, you would think, would be doing the same thing. You walk into a stranger's house and make a claim that you're not leaving, you have that presumption of risk of being put on your fucking head. Like, what else would you expect? And you know how Democrats are. If you actually did that, they'd cry their eyes out and they'd be like, oh my God, this mean white Supreme pizza threw me on my head when I was trying to squat in his house. They're going to play the victim and whatnot, but calling the police first doesn't seem to be working. This is like the 5th or 6th story we've covered that's exactly like this, where they called the police and the owner was the one removed. Shouldn't be that way. Guess Georgia's becoming as bad as California. Yeah, we cover a lot of news from Georgia. Breeze by you, how the hell do squatters have any rights? Seriously, so lame and ridiculous. I don't know where the squatter rights stuff comes from. I don't know how it started. Like, who decided that we needed squatter rights? Hair Juicer, was the Grinch his name, ethnicity, or occupation? Not sure, Hair Juicer. Not sure. Pumpkin. I made pumpkin bread and banana bread. It's in the oven. Yum. That sounds awesome. Pumpkin. I love pumpkin bread and banana bread. It's satisfying when you make it yourself. It takes a lot of ingredients and patience and wrist motion. Whip it so it's not lumpy. It's been a long time since I made banana bread. Oline, squatters seem to know their rights. How? That's a great question. To have the confidence to go into someone else's dwelling and just take over. I don't know how they have the sense to do that. Dutton, squatters have rights, but if you set up a tent on public land, the police will run you off or shoot you. Yeah, that is very weird, Dutton. We live in a weird time right now. Kevin, Untidy Josephs as another name for Sloppy Joes. I love that because I hate the term Sloppy Joes. Sloppy Joes sounds like something that smells bad. I don't know why I'm like this. Why did God make my brain like this? But it does. You're like, what are you eating? Sloppy Joes. Why do you think that smells like feet? Like, I don't know why it's like that. For some reason, it sounds like something gross. I like the Untidy Josephs. That's very nice. I bet that's what Barron Trump calls them. He's very proper. Those are Untidy Josephs. Mm-hmm. Bobby, he poisoned hella people. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Diddy's guilty conscience is getting the best of him. He thinks everyone's out to get him because he was out to get everybody for decades. Told to care, gotta be careful who you let in your home. Yeah. What's up, D-Cat? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. The only court order I would need is one that told me that I wasn't allowed to kill that person. I'm just saying. Yeah, D-Cat. Well, see, and the only thing I can think of that's even kind of close to that is I know here in Michigan, if you stay the night at someone else's house and your belongings are in the house and you've been there for longer than 24 hours, you now live there. And they can't make you leave. They can't. Now, I don't know if that's a squatter's thing or what exactly it is, but I know that you can't be removed from the home. I know because I used to have a really shitty relationship, and we used to call the police on each other all the time. We were together for almost 11 years, and we've gone through just about everything. Part of that was finding that out, that you could just go to anybody's house. You go to a friend's house, stay the night on the couch, leave your shoes there. Your shoes sit inside the door for more than 24 hours. You now legally live there. And if your friend tries to throw you out, you can actually call the police and stop that from happening. If your friend takes your shoes and throws them out the house to make you leave, they can actually be sent to jail for that. So I don't know if that's a squatter rights thing, but that's definitely something that's here in Michigan. So yeah, you definitely got to be careful who you let in your house. U-Hill. It's some wild crap. My folks went through something similar in Oregon on a ranch. Yeah, that sucks, U-Hill. Yeah, this squatter rights stuff it doesn't make sense to me. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation on Rumble. Thank you, Patriot Dad. It says, less than a month until Trump. I miss winning. I feel the same. It's going to be awesome. Day one is going to be so busy. So busy. I don't know how he's going to get it all done. He was talking about signing bills or executive orders and whatnot on the steps. Like doing the inauguration, turn around, signing EOs. Now, I don't want him to sign EOs for everything, but certain things need the EOs to be signed. It's going to be a busy day on Inauguration Day. Kevin, ever had a Gooey Louie? It's 2 big hamburger patties with mozzarella cheese inside the burger. No, I've never had that, but I would love to try it. What's up, Mr. Frizzy Fro? Happy Freedom. Mr. Frizzy Fro sounded like a rental property. The squatter might have been a renter who got the boot. Yeah, the relationship between the owner and the squatter was kind of unclear to me in that story. It seemed like they knew each other, and the woman that was being interviewed was using certain kind of phrasing. Like she said, well, in this instant, as if there's been other problems that she's had to deal with squatting, or as if she's had other problems with this specific person that is squatting. So it's a little bit blurred, but yeah, it did kind of sound like that, Mr. Frizzy Fro. A Gooey Louie. I ain't never had a Gooey Louie. That sounds like sexy talk, honestly. I don't know. Hey, baby, you ever had a Gooey Louie? Nah, you don't talk like that on Christmas night, damn it. What's up, Mike Lightning? Happy Freedom to you. Master Meatball, I got an idea. How about the owner squats in the courtroom or the court building and she squats there and claims it's hers? Yeah, Mr. Meatball, I don't know what they would do. If they remove you, do they deserve to go to jail? Might be a checkmate moment. What's up, Chewy? Happy Freedom to you. Chewy, I'd love to see squatters try that here in South Central Kentucky. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know exactly where all squatter rights are, but it seems like an iffy kind of thing to take advantage of. What's up, Larry? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Timothy? Happy Freedom. Love Tina. I like you from afar. Yeah. Well, I don't think most people would try and, squat on your property and stuff. Like I was saying, you got a buddy staying the night because he needs a place to stay. If it's really your buddy, they're not going to try and squat on your spot. What's up, Dirtbike Freedom? Happy Freedom to you. Squat in a nice Harvard dorm room. That's right, Dirtbike Freedom. Now we're thinking we should go squat at the White House. We pay the bills there. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't work last time. Never mind. Scratch that idea. Never mind. What's up, Rolf? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. What's up, Blue Crow? Merry Christmas to you. Sloppy jalopies, Rickle Pick. I guess. I like the Untidy Josephs, though. I'm trying to remember that. Skulls. Let me see if I can see it really quick. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, the notifications are now rolling in. Oh, thank you, Skulls. Thank you so much for the PayPal. I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much, Skulls. Love Tina. That's interesting selection of words there. The White House will put you to work if you squat there right now. Yeah, they probably would. They'd probably make you feed all the missing children in the basement. Everything the squatter is a relative of the homeowner's ex-boyfriend. Well, that really changes things. I don't think that woman should be getting interviewed by Fox News or whoever it was. Maybe it was Newsmax. That sounds like a civil matter. I didn't realize it was the ex-boyfriend's family member that's now, this sounds like a civil matter now. What the hell is this, Astral Hammer? Is it a gremlin? I think it is a gremlin. It's least doing something. While you're squatting, you're picking up festive activities like this. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas, get some. Moose got a new football. Styling. What team is Moose gonna play for? Looking like a pro. Turbo, that's why I live in a haunted house, so the ghost can chase him off. Well, see, Turbo, not everyone's fortunate enough to have security like you got. Sam, did you ever open the package that looked weird? I did. That sounds like a funny reference for a girlfriend or something, but no, I did, and it's actually a fountain. I haven't put it together yet, but yeah, it's a desktop water fountain. Not an explosive, so very thankful for that. The only thing I'm worried about is that Klaus is going to drink from the fountain and jam up the pump and stuff with his kitty spit and all that. So I'm trying to get him his own situation. Anyways, moving forward here. Sean Diddy Combs may be making his own food, says prison consultant. Like I said, he's got a fear that he's going to be poisoned. Now, they do kind of get off topic in this video, fantasizing about the gourmet of being in prison and whatnot, but either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
And whenever I have questions about what it's like on the inside, I call Larry Levine. He spent 10 years in federal prison, 10 holiday seasons, and now runs Wall Street Prison Consultants. His brand new book is Crimes That Never Happened, Beating Federal Conspiracies, which is available on Amazon and everywhere. And he's live with me now. Hey, Larry, it's great to see you. Happy holidays to you. I'm glad you chose the festive backdrop. Thank you for that. I want to ask you about refusing meals. Diddy is apparently refusing meals. I don't know if it's all of them, but he's refusing some of them, and he's been reportedly looking a lot thinner. Why would that be?
Maybe he doesn't like the cuisine, or maybe now that he's actually in a dormitory unit, he's not living in his cell. Well, he's living in the cell, but he's not in there all day long. Now he can buy items at the commissary, and because of that, he may be making his own food. He probably has access to a microwave oven, or maybe like boiling hot water, and they make burritos and different things. He doesn't want to eat the prison food, I suppose, because he's scared somebody's going to put something in it. I've said this before. That's the way to get to this guy. Poison his food, turn him off like a light switch, and he can't testify against anyone.
That's so distressing to think that someone has to worry about their food being poisoned because of the kind of case they're in. But ever since Jeffrey Epstein, everybody has every theory left, right, and center. What about the goodie bags? I talked to two guys earlier in the show who said they never got anything when they were in lockup. Okay. But you've had that. You've gotten stuff in lockup.
I was at 11 different federal prisons. A couple of them were contract facilities, but they were still federal institutions. Every BOP facility I was ever at, we got a holiday bag. It's like a big plastic bag loaded with this garbage in it, like 2 days before
hold
Christmas.
It up higher. Wait, hold it up a little bit higher because we got a banner on the bottom of the screen. I want everyone to see it. What's that?
This is pretzels. This is
like it says,
like peanut butter crackers. Here we got some cookies. I mean, there's all kinds of garbage. And the BOP plays a game with this. You know, they have a trust fund that they take money away from the inmates, or they make a profit on for selling commissary throughout the year. They act like they give you this gift bag, which is complete BS. That money that the gift bag is supplied, it comes from the trust fund. So the inmates are essentially paying for their own gift bag. Now, the ironic thing is, and I did a whole bunch of Christmases in the BOP, the bag shrinks and gets smaller every year.
What else was in it? I saw those three things. Like, what else would be in a goodie bag for the ones that do get it?
We've got some nuts. We've got the pretzels. We've got corn nuts. We've got a knockoff candy bar I've never heard of before. Here's some potato chips. Here's the cookies again. I mean, there's like 7 or 8 items in there. Some of them are garbage, but the inmates use this as currency. They trade among each other, and the inmates use it when they're playing cards to pay off, their gambling debts and such. So I've had really good holidays.
What's interesting, though, is you said, when we were talking earlier, you said they get like a bag of chips or a bag of pretzels, but they don't get name brand. They get very inexpensive. And then they mark them up 30%, and that's the trust fund that they put together. The profits go into a trust fund to pay for the goodie bags later on in the year.
It's like the shrink. There's certain employees of the Bureau of Prisons that the trust fund pays for. So essentially, the inmates are paying for the salaries of BOP staff members. It's crazy. And then when the inmates want things, they say, well, we don't have money for that. They used to hand out holiday cards for the inmates, but it turns out they were charging us for them, and the Salvation Army donated those. So everything you hear and see is a hoax. It's all a hoax. They lie to the inmates.
I feel bad.
They take advantage of them.
People like to crap all over inmates and say to hell with them, they're in there for a reason. But I think they're doing their time, and it's hard to be in there. So I don't think they need to have any additional, punishment. I'm all for giving them a little bit of a break now and again. Larry Levine, happy holidays to you. Thank you for that beautiful backdrop. Thanks for watching.
I like how he kind of did a switcheroo on him. News Nation is becoming the new CNN. They're always fear-mongering and selling lies and all of that. So she brings this guy on to talk about why Diddy's not eating while he's in prison. Now, they made it pretty clear that Diddy is afraid of being poisoned. He doesn't trust the food trays that come from the kitchen and all that, because all that food is prepared by other inmates and stuff. And it'd be very easy for someone to get to, where the food is being prepared, do something bad to Diddy's tray. It gets delivered to his cell or whatever. And he could die from it. So he's eating commissary and stuff like that. And he could be trading commissary, playing cards, playing games, making bets, doing whatever, wheeling and dealing the commissary. So it's probably too hard to poison commissary and knowing that he's going to get it, because he could get it off of other inmates instead of, having it delivered to his cell directly and whatnot. But then they turn around and they switch the whole story into how prisons are actually bad places because the people who run the prisons are actually stealing money from the inmates and all this other stuff. And the story just gets completely hijacked, that the COs are all corrupt and it's all ran like shit. And I don't know. I think it's funny how it's kind of like two stories for the price of one. Next up, we got a follow-up story, and it'll be the last little bit of our news for the day. Of course, we're not going to be covering news tomorrow, by the way. We are doing the Christmas unboxing. We are going to be live tomorrow for our Christmas special, but we're not covering the news because it's Christmas, and we don't want to hear about bad, sad things happening. We got all year to cover that. So we're going to be all festive tomorrow, so just wanted you guys to know that. But either way, last little bit of the news is coming up. It's a follow-up video titled, Guatemala Man Arrested for Killing a Woman by Fire in the New York City Subway Train. Now, we covered this yesterday, but this is a follow-up video. They got a few more details that they didn't provide to us yesterday. You're not going to see the woman on fire. You're not going to see a video of her burning or anything. That stuff is all over the internet. We were talking about it yesterday. It's very hard to watch, but you don't have to worry about it. We're not going to show it. But either way, last little bit of the news coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Diddy eating commissary and turning down food trays. Holy Astral Hammer. Thought it was the Christmas Diddy at first. Turbo can't eat on a guilty stomach. It could be that too. Diddy's gonna get got. That seems pretty for certain. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you for the support. Says Klaus Stocking Fund. Catnip for Klaus. I appreciate it. Thank you. Look at that. Klaus Daniels getting presents. Didn't even want to show up to work today. Done pirate booty cookies too. Mm-hmm. Pumpkin, maybe Diddy doesn't like bologna. Yeah, he probably doesn't like bologna. It's probably been a long time. Well, depends on what kind of bologna you're talking about, I suppose. But yeah, the Oscar Mayer kind, it's probably been a while for Diddy. B. Hendricks, the implementation of rehabilitation of prisoners will benefit us all way more than punishment and solitude. That costs money, though. Yeah, B. Hendricks. Yeah, I wish they would stop calling them correctional facilities because they're not correcting anybody's behavior. Everybody that goes into jail or prison, they're just pretty much becoming worse while they're in there. Wait, where'd you cracking me up? Space Baby, he might have AIDS. He might. I feel like if he did, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about AIDS. I was going to say, if he has to take medicine or treatment, I wonder if that would be kind of publicized. But then again, because of HIPAA laws, maybe it wouldn't be publicized. It's kind of hard to say. Shake and Bake Cars trail mix isn't a knockoff. They're expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I think that guy runs some sort of, not a charity, but he runs something about inmate life. I don't know if it's a rehabilitation thing for inmates getting out or what, but that's kind of why he went on a little tangent there talking about how corrupt the COs are, how they get donated postcards, but then they charge the inmates to use them and stuff just to make some extra doll hairs. I want to say we heard something about that. Was it Rikers Island? There was some huge penitentiary that we had covered where the COs had hidden rooms with movie theaters and all kinds of random stuff. They were bringing girls and having parties and stuff, like in these secret rooms in a prison. That was the last time we covered a prison story, I think. What's up, FEMA Region? Happy Freedom. Merry Christmas to you. Everybody's talking about corn nuts. I don't know a lot about corn nuts, but apparently you guys don't either. Everyone's like, did you hear about the corn nuts? Diddy loves corn nuts. He does. Thank you, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation on Rumble. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Space Baby Fried Bologna is lit. Yeah, but I think it's been a while since Diddy had some bologna. Sage Pop D doesn't deserve any special treatment. If he starves himself, the better. Yeah, but they can't let him starve himself. That's the thing about being an inmate. They have to keep you alive. If you try to do something to hurt yourself, they'll chain you to the floor. If you starve yourself, they'll give you IVs. They'll even force feed you and stuff. They have to keep you alive. Well, they're supposed to. Of course, if you get stabbed in the lunch line, then they don't seem to care too much about that. But, yeah. Diddy definitely doesn't deserve special treatment. I know that. Space Baby, that's Corn Pop's cousin. Corn Nut. What's up, Zeus Boot? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Oh yeah, Master Meatball. I remember you said that. I will check the messages right after the live. Thank you, Master Meatball. Pam. Diddy loves nuts. He does. He's a big fan. Rickle Pick. I wish Chris Farley was my lunch lady. I mean, there's replicas out there. Skulls, I heard another reason why they can't send Diddy home is the cats keep trying to bury him in the litter box. Wow. That's rough, Skulls. That's rough. Nah, he's a flight risk, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they'll let him out until everything's dealt with. And, well, I'll be surprised if he actually makes it through court. Pam, we have a mental health crisis? Yeah. What's up, Hertz? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Nah, Hertz, you gotta go over to Rumble. People on YouTube probably don't even know what you're talking about. Come over to the Rumble chat. I'm sure lots of hooligans will post that. What's up, Tommy Two Guns? Happy Freedom to you. Merry Christmas. Love Tina Knockoff. Never heard of that candy bar either. No, I've never heard of that. Most of the stuff he was talking about, I haven't heard of. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in there, but when I was in there, everybody just ordered chips, ramen noodles, and some sort of cheese, Velveeta cheese. Those are like the most requested items. I've never been in prison, but that's what it was last time I was in jail, which was years ago because I don't fuck up anymore. Pulled my head firmly out of my ass. What's up, Mustang? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Everything, yep, because you're property of the government. Yeah. That's why they don't let you die in jail. Well, you're not supposed to. Yeah, Snooks, the Bologna. You know, a little Bologna goes a long way. I can't believe I can eat Bologna, but I can't eat Spam. That doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Non-woke prison changes a man. Yeah. Yeah. Many ways. Makes you loose. What's up, Arthur? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. All right, hooligans. We're going to move on to this last news video here. This is titled, well, it's a follow-up video from yesterday. It's titled, Guatemalan Man Arrested for Killing a Woman by Fire in New York City Subway Train. Now, I don't know why they titled it like that.
And this morning we're learning
Death by fire. Yeah, that's real descriptive. Either way, like I said, this is our follow-up video. Gathering a few more details about this border crosser who set that woman on fire. The way that he set her on fire is still very unclear for some reason. There's a lot of different videos that claim that he walked up to her and set her dry clothes on fire. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how he set her on fire without an accelerant. That's a big hole in this story. Either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get into this.
And this morning, we're learning new details about the man charged in the horrific murder of a woman who was burned to death in a New York City subway car. Sebastian Zapata Calilla, a Guatemalan national in the country illegally, has been charged with murder after allegedly lighting the sleeping woman's clothes on fire. News Nation's Jackie Coppell has the latest from Brooklyn this morning. Jackie, it seems like the defense is gearing up for a possible insanity plea.
That's right, Nick. According to a source familiar, they tell me that Zapata Khalil's attorney wants his client to receive a psychological evaluation after he was charged, the 33-year-old, with murder in the first and second degree, along with arson on Monday. Now, Zapata Khalil was actually taken to Interfaith Medical Center last night before being brought here to Brooklyn Central Booking. Zapata Khalil was arrested Sunday after allegedly using a lighter to set a still unidentified woman's clothes on fire as she slept on a Brooklyn subway train. Officers who were on patrol smelled smoke and after investigating, found the victim engulfed in flames. They used a fire extinguisher to put out the fire, but the victim was pronounced dead on the scene. Police body cameras actually showed that Zapata Khalil stayed on the scene, sitting on a bench just outside the train car watching before leaving. After seeing his photo, 3 New York high schoolers called the NYPD to say they'd seen Zapata Khalil.
Our officers in District 2 stopped that train at Herald Square and was able to keep the doors closed, walk the train, and place this very dangerous individual in custody. This is amazing work done by the public and the police working together.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement tells News Nation that Zapata Khalil is a Guatemalan citizen who is in the country illegally and had been deported in June of 2018. Now, during his arrest, Zapata Khalil gave police an address for Samaritan Village, a homeless shelter that also provides outpatient services for people with substance use and mental health issues. News Nation has reached out to them for comment. Now, this murder comes just days after Governor Kathy Hochul and MTA CEO Janno Lieber announced efforts to improve subway safety, including confirmation that all subway cars would have security cameras. Nick?
Jackie Coppell in Brooklyn with the very latest. Jackie, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Oh, okay. They're going to see if he's mentally fit to stand trial. But what if he's not? What if he's not? Then what? They're just going to let him go? He's not fit to stand trial. We can't hold him accountable for setting that woman on fire in front of everybody. We'll just go ahead and let him go. You know what? Put him in a 5-star hotel. Just let him squat at the mayor's house. I mean, stupid. I really didn't expect that. I didn't expect this case to turn into what's his mental capacity, stuff like that. Oh, hold on. Let me take care of a troll here. Kick him right in his little sack. Bam. Catch the hammer. He caught it like a good little girl, too. That's all right. Thanks for letting me know, Snooks. He's out of here. Anyways, let me see where we are. Oh, yes, that's the last little bit of our news. We got fun stuff coming up next. We have a pretty good feel-good video coming up next, and then we have a funny video of the day. But like I said, we're going to be reading through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about what they're doing with the guy that set that woman on fire on the subway. Worried about his mental capacity. Just throw him in prison. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Cassie J, the country he comes from, I doubt he would face any consequences for doing something like this. That's why he was walking around with no remorse for what he just did. Yeah, Cassie J, he set her on fire and then he went and sat on a bench and watched the woman stand there and burn to death. Well, he just sat there and watched that happen. Then he got on another train and was hanging out, cruising around on a different subway. And like they said, some high schoolers saw him, reported him. And when the train came to a stop, some NYPD rushed the train, went in, put him on his head and put him in cuffs. I have the video. I don't know. I'll see if I can pull it up really quick. I have the video from him being arrested. I just can't remember if they show the person on fire in that video, which obviously I can't show you guys. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can find the video of him being arrested. It is humorous. I wonder what kind of attorney they gave him. I wonder if he's going to end up with some super crazy famous attorney that he shouldn't have. I think I found the video here. I just got to make sure that it doesn't have graphic content in it. But what a crazy person. Sets a woman on fire, sits there, watches it happen, gets on another train, gets arrested. It's just having himself a time. All right, I did find the video. Let me see here. So we got an extra video. This is him being arrested.
Oh my God. Hey, back. Guys, come back. Get out. Come on. Guys, come on, 1 by 1. Go that way. Step out.
So anyways, that's what it looked like when he got arrested. And like I said, this Yahoo's just riding around on the train. He just set a woman on fire. He was like, anyways, I wonder what those people even think, knowing they were on the car with him, right? They're just hanging out right on the subway. He gets rushed. He gets arrested. That everyone seems confused. They all go home, see his face on the news. I wonder how they felt knowing that they were sitting on the train next to a monster. He's not just a murderer. He set a random woman on fire because he was bored. I mean, that's all you can assume. He didn't know the woman, so he was just like, hey, watch this. He's a monster. It's crazy stuff. We'll see. We'll try and stay up to date with what's going on with him, if he'll even get any accountability. Either way, like I said, we got fun stuff coming up next, but first we're reading through the chat. What's up, True Crazy? Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Snooks, why didn't anyone jump in the lady? Wait a minute. I think there's some typos here. Snooks, why didn't anyone jump in the lady and help her? How can you just stand and sit by and just watch? Yeah, Snooks, well, there's a lot of people that are upset because there's officers. So there's videos on X where you see the woman standing there burning alive, and there's officers just walking back and forth in front of the open train cars. And people are saying, why didn't the cops do anything? Why did they just stand there and watch her burn to death? And some people say that police don't have obligations to help you. They only have obligation to enforce the law. Other people are saying, all cops are bastards, all the liberals and stuff. But yeah, in the video footage, you can clearly watch cops walking by and not doing anything while she's on fire. And a lot of people have been asking about the Daniel Penny thing kind of in relation to this. They were like, Daniel Penny was successful getting out of court after trying to keep people safe on the subway when the incident happened with Jordan Neely. And so there's a lot of clips out there, posts, comments, videos where people are saying, well, you would think because Daniel Penny was successful in court that it would encourage other people to stand up and help on the subway. But the fact that he went to court in the first place is a deterrent. And so in this situation, a lot of people are asking, why didn't anybody help? Because the woman supposedly was asleep. So he went up there and set her on fire. You would think there'd be time to put the fire out or something, but I don't know. Astrohammer, it's like when the lady got raped on the subway and no one did anything and just let it go. Just let it go on. Yeah, Astrohammer. Trickery, screw the woke. That's right. Cassie J, some people did something. They took out their phones and started recording like a bunch of spineless cowards. That's true, Cassie J, because you can watch that woman burn from like 6 different points of view. You're right. And it shouldn't be that way. That we need more Daniel Pennies. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. Says there's not enough torture for this POS. Worst way to kill someone. Yeah, I agree. He needs accountability big time, and I don't know that he's actually going to get it. I mean, the very first thing they say is, oh, well, we're going to have him done for a psych evaluation. Like, yeah, you know, if you don't know anything about court, then that might sound reasonable, right? He set a person on fire. Probably not all good upstairs, right? But on the other hand, if there is something, you know, they declare him mentally unfit, he's probably not going to get as harsh punishment as he should, right? If he's smart enough to come into the country, get deported, and come back again under the Biden administration and then burn an American alive, he is mentally fit enough to stand trial and to be punished. So when they bring that stuff up, it's like they're just saying, hey, can we get him out of trouble by doing this? That's what it really sounds like. And he needs to be held accountable. Big time. Mr. saying, why would anyone harm a woman sleeping and not bothering anyone? Is this going to be the case when Donald Trump starts doing his rounds of illegals, harming people all over America? Yeah, Mr. Satan, and it could. These border crossers might start attacking Americans and stuff as like a retaliation to the mass deportation, but we won't know until we get to day one. The thing is, we got to get there. We got to make it to Inauguration Day. Space Baby AOC says it's Daniel Penny's fault. Yep. Yes, she did. She's an idiot. She's out there saying that no doesn't mean no. No means keep trying. Well, okay, AOC. If you say so. Done. If he is deemed unfit to stand trial, he will get put up in a mental institution and get the Hamilton entry. Yes, you're right, Dutton. He's going to get fuzzy slippers, and he's going to get breakfast and scrambled eggs and a nice little bathrobe and sit around watching TV all day and playing foosball with other mentally unfit people. You're right. He's going to be at the Holiday Inn. For real, for real. Happy freedom to you and Merry Christmas. In this country, he's mentally fine. Yeah. Our standards aren't very high right now. We're working on it. What's up, Jack? Happy freedom. Weak men create hard times. You are right. Non-woke AOC says he was just hungry. AOC should ride the subway. Since she has so much opinions on everything, she should be riding the subway. Non-woke Biden let in millions, completely unvetted. Yep, now we're all sitting here living with these monsters. That's all right. I believe Homan. When Homan says he's going to be kicking out these border crossers regardless of what mayors or governors, like if they want to get on board, great. They don't want to get on board, they got to step aside. They do anything else, they're going to be held accountable in a legal way. And I believe him when he says that. And so I can't wait for these mass deportations to kick off. Start getting some of these monsters out of here. What's up, Jump Offa? Happy freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Picture Dad, he was deported by Trump, came back under Biden. Yep. Hey, thank you for being here, Breeze by You. Be safe out there and Merry Christmas. What's up, Snickle Fritz? Happy freedom to you. Merry Christmas. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you and Merry Christmas. Love Tina. He's smart enough to run away from the cruel things that were being done to him where he came from. Yeah, I love Tina. So I'm saying I don't think that they really got a leg to stand on when they're saying he's mentally unfit or they're trying, to establish his mental health and stuff. I don't think it's... I'm not going to believe. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to believe if they try and say that he's not fit to stand trial or fit to be held accountable. So I'm just not going to believe that. Snickle Fritz, can't wait for the deportations to begin. Yep, I feel the same way. Bronson, her being on fire is brutal to watch. It is. Yeah, definitely. Everything. Someone on X posted a breakdown of what exactly happened to her body while burning. If that article doesn't humble you, nothing will. As to how devastating this was. Yeah, everything. Yeah, and that video is all over X. I was just seeing it this morning. I turned on X to see what, what's happening in the world and whatnot. And it's like, oh, woman on fire, and scroll and scroll and scroll. Oh, there she is again, burning alive. Okay, scroll, scroll. Oh, there it is again. It's like, holy. It's all over X. Holy hair juicer. I wish you lived closer to me. We'd be having fun for Christmas. All right, hooligans. Well, we're going to shake off the bad stuff. Moving on to the good stuff here. I really like this video that we're about to watch, and it is a news video, sort of. And so that's what made it land on our feel-good video of the day. Now, it's actually 3.5 minutes long, which is much longer than our fun videos. Usually our fun videos are a minute or less. But this next video is titled NORAD addresses drone fears as Santa begins Christmas Eve flight. Now, this is our feel-good video of the day. We have a funny video coming up next. But before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to make donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Like I said, we're getting into our feel-good video of the day. And I really like this video. And I think we're going to be checking on this tracking system tomorrow during the Christmas special. Once again, this is titled NORAD addresses drone fears as Santa begins Christmas Eve flight.
Eve, and we're following Santa's journey around the world right now. Breaking news. Oh, yeah. He's over New Zealand.
This is live, and he's using the Waze app. He's going to get there quicker this year. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, known as NORAD, has been tracking St. Nick now for almost 70 years.
U.S. Northern Command and NORAD Commander General Gregory Guillo is here with the latest on Santa's flight. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited. We track Santa every year. Todd, do you do it with your kiddos?
They're a little young, but I think we're going to do it this year. So that begs the question. We're over New Zealand. Where are we going next, General?
Well, we never actually know where he's going to go. He doesn't file a flight plan with us, but we use our satellites, our radars, and fighter jets to track him and make sure that he has a safe route. But we think it'll continue west, probably towards Asia next.
So when did this whole tradition start? I understand it has started really in the 1950s when we got the technology, correct?
But also kind of by accident, right?
Exactly right for both. 1955, it was a wrong phone number that called the NORAD Operations Center with a child asking to speak to Santa, and a improvising colonel told him that the child, there's nothing to worry about, everything's good with Santa, and we've been doing it every year since. So this is the 69th year.
Wow, I absolutely love that. Now, General, as a resident of New Jersey, I have a really big question for you. We've been having some drone issues. I'm not sure you're aware of them. And since you know everything about, aerospace warning, Santa's going to be okay with all these drones, right?
Santa will be just fine. Of course, we are concerned about drones and anything else in the air, and there are a lot of other agencies that are helping us with that. But I don't foresee any difficulty at all with drones for Santa this year.
General, what's your message to the children who may be watching, who may have decided they're going to be tricky this year, they're going to be smart and try to catch Santa in the act? What is your message to them?
Big mistake.
That's exactly right. Big mistake. Santa will not stop if the children are awake. And so my message is get to bed before 9 o'clock, and your chances for presents go up quite a bit. Don't be awake. He'll pass you by.
General, it's just amazing.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Yeah, and that's been confirmed. General, it's amazing. Most people file their journeys with you. You admit you can't control Santa, so you just track him. Are you okay with this relationship?
I am, because he's shown great skill and proficiency over the years as an aviator, great navigation system with the reindeer and Rudolph. So we're happy just to flight follow, fly in formation with him, but we don't have any concerns about safety or his navigation. He's a pro.
Are you surprised his hat never flies off?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about it, but he does so many things that are magical. I guess keeping his hat on is just right up there with the rest of them.
Well, my household is a huge fan, and General, we will be tracking all along with you all day and night. And you can track Santa at noradsanta.org from home. Thank you so much, General. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley.
Well, U.S. Air Force out here helping Santa get the job done. I really like that. And I pulled the link for what they were talking about, and I think we're going to be checking it tomorrow during our Christmas special. This is live right now. Santa Claus is in Austria, or he will be in the next 25 seconds. He's out here doing the thing and whatnot. Let me see. Say you can control the camera. I wonder what these little things are. They got locations highlighted. Oh, that's interesting. They have like a information thing. Either way, like I said, we'll probably be pulling this up tomorrow during the Christmas special, in between funny videos and eating hot sauce. It's going to be a good time, so hopefully you join us tomorrow for our Hooligan Christmas special. If you guys want, I'll just go ahead and post this link in the chat, and that way if you hooligans got children in your life, you guys can all track Santa together. It's definitely a fun thing to do with your kids. They also got phone numbers you can call to talk to Santa and all of that. I like this kind of festive stuff. They didn't have this when I was younger, so I'm all about it. Either way, that link I just put in the chat is to see the NORAD thing. Like I said, to track Santa Claus, keep an eye on him. Make sure he's going where he's supposed to be going. Either way, we got our funny video of the day coming up. It's titled "Shotguns Are Such a Diverse Platform." Now, this is not exactly festive, but it is funny. And so we're going to make the best of it. All right, hooligans. This is our official funny video of the day. Once again, it is titled "Shotguns Are Such a Diverse Platform."
Shotguns are such a diverse platform. It's used by breachers, duck hunters, sad musicians, everywhere. So I think we're going to see a lot of lethality.
Holy! Didn't realize shotguns were such a big hit with sad musicians. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm gonna drop this Linktree link in the chats for all of you guys really quick. We're gonna read through them. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Get these links dropped really quick. Look at that. Cat Daniels made it through the live. Napping his booty off. Hooligans Island, it's a drone, not a sleigh. Yeah, you're right, Hooligans Island. Happy Freedom and Merry Christmas to you. Well, hooligans, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience a live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You will have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is a lot of fun. It's full of games that adapt to your phone. You will also have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the Hooligans, so definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Here, Juicer, Mossberg killed Kurt. I'm kind of surprised that nobody's tried to sue Mossberg. Blame the gun, right? Blame the manufacturer. Matt Courtney killed Kirk. Yeah, there's a lot of people that feel that way. I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't listen to that kind of stuff, but I know a little bit about the situation. Holy, here, Juicer. That photo's in HD. Hey, thank you for being here, Dan. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas as well. Hopefully, I'll see you for the Christmas special. Snooks, Santa gets to my house. He'll be here in a few hours. You watching the tracking system, are you, Snooks? Turbo, they could track Santa, but they don't know what these drones are. Yeah, Turbo. Mr. saying our woke government would rather shoot down Santa Claus on his sleigh than shoot down all of the BRICS nations drones that are mapping out pre-strike zones on U.S. soil. Well, Mr. Saden, yeah, that's how they feel about it. You know, it's America last. That's how the current administration is. Pumpkin with the twerking Santa. Merry Christmas, Appeal to Heaven. Thank you for being here with us. Non-woke, dear Santa, please bring me a ground-to-air missile. That's right. If you're good, you just might get it. Bill Clay, if a kid never tells their parents what they want, but only tells the mall Santa what they want, do they still get the gift? Well, it depends on what they ask for, I suppose, to a certain degree. They have those hotlines, like I was saying, where you can have your kid call Santa, and it's like Santa's answering machine, and you have your kid leave a message with a couple things they want for Christmas, and then that number will call you back and play the recording to you. So it's kind of like cheating the system. That way your kid admits what they want for Christmas to Santa's voicemail, and then the voicemail calls you back and tells you, so you know what to buy your kid. But who knows where that's being recorded, so it's a give or take situation. Be mindful out there. Thank you, Rappy. Merry Christmas to you. Everybody's dropping the twerking Santa. I love it. Tree Herder, you can have them write a letter. That's right. That's probably the better way to go. Kids barely know how to read, write, and do math. Gotta make them read and write as much as possible. They're gonna be adults one day. Merry Christmas, Too Old to Care. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas, Pickle Rick. Dutton, you got it. Yes. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation on Rumble. I really appreciate all the support, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. Says, have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Take a moment to reward yourself however you do. Bless our country and all of you hooligans. Thank you, Patriot Dad. Merry Christmas to you. Whatever your name is, we'll go with Mena. No, Mena, don't put links in the chat. Merry Christmas, Lisa. Merry Christmas to you, Jay Blazer. Hooligans Island old man Walter is starting to sniff the drones. Yeah. He doesn't know what it is, but he likes sniffing it. It's small, and he likes sniffing on it. That's how it goes. Merry Christmas, Cheeky Chops. Merry Christmas, Bronson. Thank you for being here with us. Oh, thank you for being here. Love, Tina. All right, hooligans. It's that time once again. Merry Christmas to you, True Crazy. All right. There we go. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Did the thing. We are good to go. Let's get these beats rolling. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we are going to be wrapping this up. But tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we are doing our Hooligan Christmas special. We're not going to be covering the news. Well, at least no bad news anyways. If we got good news, we'll cover the good news. But no bad news tomorrow. We're going to have funny videos. Like I said, we're going to be eating hot sauce. Ooh, the sauce is going to be muy caliente. And it's the Hell's Kitchen kind, because I like Gordon Ramsay. We're going to be doing our unboxing, and we have a lot of stuff because you hooligans have been very generous this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. We're going to have all kinds of festivities. So hopefully I see you right here for tomorrow's Hooligan Christmas special. Like I said, we're going to read through the chat really quick just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. And then we're wrapping this up. In about an hour, all the stores are going to close, so keep that in mind. If that's happening around you, go get all your supplies and stuff. Get it out of the way. I already bought a case of Twisted Tea for tomorrow, so I'm going to be set to go, but I should go get some food. Either way, reading through. Merry Christmas, Hair Juicer. Love you too. Josh D. Goats on a plane. Bill Clay, you got a 24 pack of Modelo? Heck yeah. Real festive. Bill Clay, will Gordon Ramsay be yelling at you? I don't think I'll ever be that blessed, Bill Clay. I wish. I'd love to have Gordon Ramsay come scream at me. I like Gordon Ramsay. I don't know why. I'm going to have him teach me how to make a bowl of cereal. Maybe a grilled cheese sandwich. He can yell at me the whole time. It'll be very festive. Merry Christmas, B. Hendricks. Joe Bosch, too funny. I got Twisted Tea. Should get food. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud here. This is how I get stuff done. Thank you, Sage Pup. Merry Christmas to you. I feel like I got cat hair in my eye. Thank you, Pumpkin. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, love you too, Pumpkin. Merry Christmas, Kung Fu. Picture Dad, you gonna be here tomorrow? Badass. It's going to be a good time. What's up, Mad Lion? Happy Freedom to you. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Hill. Merry Christmas to you. Pickle Rick. Also, dear Santa, I wish my ex was as dirty as your sleigh. Holy. Santa's going to skip the hooligans this year. That's what's going to end up happening. What's up, Rambozo? Happy Freedom to you. And Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much. Says, have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Take a Oh, actually, I think we read this. Yes, bless all of you hooligans. Either way, I appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you. Let me see here. I want to make sure we get everybody. So Bruce, happy freedom to you. 10 out of 10. Hooligans Island, we're all getting cold in our stocking. Well, that's all right. I wonder how the environmental people feel about that. Are they against Santa? We'll worry about that tomorrow. Hooligans Island, maybe a Spam sandwich. Nah, I'll never be hungry enough for a Spam sandwich. I could be just skin and bones. I'm eat the Klaus before I eat another can of Spam. Just saying. Merry Christmas to you, Annette. Thank you. Sure crazy. Come have some turkey. Too much for just me. You gotta lift the border stuff. Sure crazy. They won't let me cross. There's people with French accents and AR-15s that won't let me cross that invisible line. All right, hooligans. It looks like we're good to go. Like I said, tomorrow is our Hooligan Christmas special. We're not going to be covering negative news. If we find some good news, we'll cover the good news. But otherwise, we're going to be laughing, eating hot sauce, doing the unboxing, making fun of Klaus, and it's going to be a good time. So hopefully I see you guys right here. Like I said, 1 p.m. Eastern time is when we're kicking it off. True Crazy, I pardoned you last week. Oh, I forgot, True Crazy. I remember. I'm showing up for turkey now. Either way, hooligans, have a fantastic night. Enjoy preparing for tomorrow's Christmas and all of that. Definitely be safe and be warm. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.